Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
William, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, special guest Tariq is back with us this week.
It's phase 2 of my Grandmaster plan to completely replace David.
No, hey, don't worry. Hey, I think anyone can replace David at this point.
It's okay. Holy shit. All right.
Hey, but you know you cannot replace though.
Mm.
You know what you cannot replace?
What can I not replace?
Yeah.
The buff fairy that fucking suplexed the shit out of you.
Oh my god. Oh god. I forgot that happened at the end of that episode. Okay.
God, that was like the weirdest fucking shit that happened. Like I've been following Saber. We've been following Saber. Like, everything's been okay. Then just the fucking apparently Tinkerbell is swole. Apparently Tinkerbell has been swole this entire time.
Okay. You know, I was gonna say about this episode that this was actually for the first time in this entire show, I was like, oh my god, this shit is good. And then buff Tinkerbell shows up. And I don't know what I was expecting.
I was not expecting that. I was like, what? That thing just comes out of nowhere.
Are you guys telling me this isn't a thing you've seen before, or like something similar?
I mean, we had a buff guy, we had a muscle guy last season, but he was an actual character. This is just like a spirit that inhabits a book. All right?
No, it's I don't know what the fuck that was.
I mean,
this is it was like if Will Smith's genie popped up out of nowhere.
Oh wait, is this really so far out of left field for you guys in a Kamen Rider series? Like,
I mean,
a buff fairy?
No,
that comes out of nowhere? Yeah.
There's not that many. There are like the only thing I could liken it to is so in Kamen Rider Ghost he has a shit like this. They're all of his transformation gimmicks are are ghosts. Big surprise. But I
totally about that.
There was some stuff where it was like they'd float and stuff they'd be ghosty, but it wouldn't just suddenly go from small fairy form to materialized pro wrestler Tinkerbell. That's not a thing.
Okay, sure. Because it's just I figured from the series that you've seen I'm assuming you've seen most, if not all, of Kamen Rider, right? Or you've definitely seen more than me. But I figured an oddity here and there would have popped up where maybe this, while it is odd, it's not so shocking from what I'm hearing from you guys here. So
no, it's pretty shocking. It's shocking.
I mean,
right.
Okay. Before to be fair, let me I guess put it another way. Tassel is more normal for this show than Buff Fairy.
Huh.
There have been more questionable queer characters in Kamen Rider than there have been ethereal pro wrestlers.
Okay. Alright. Well, at least it's inclusive, I suppose. That's a positive.
Hey, so welcome to Kamen Rider Saber, episode 4. The book was open.
We spent the first 3 minutes processing a buff fairy.
Hey, that's called the cold open, Tariq. Like a good show, we gotta have a cold open. Hey, so welcome back to our weekly unnamed discussion series about Kamen Rider Saber, a weekly discussion series where I, Austin, a person with years of knowledge of tokusatsu and Kamen Rider, am joined every week by my friend William. That's you, William. A person with no knowledge of tokusatsu and Kamen Rider. As we are joined by our new special guest Tariq, another person with years of knowledge of tokusatsu and Kamen Rider, as we discuss the latest Kamen Rider series, Kamen Rider Saber. God, I have to rework that fucking intro now.
I mean, you're the one who decided to just keep it like that all the time. You're I don't need to write that. I have it in my head.
Once you have a template, you just go along with it, and then you just add more. Like Kamen Rider, right? You get the basic template, then you just add more shit into it.
Yeah,
alright?
They really just added the third form really quickly. I feel like we would have.
Yeah, it does. I'm not gonna lie. That is really quick, right?
Okay, but I mean, let's not call it a third form, right? It's not. None of these are
Well, yeah, is that a third form in terms of there are actually
this is the
third
first,
forms.
This is the first. I mean, this is the third addition that he's put on himself, which for the theoretical number of books that there could be isn't that crazy. Like, it's the 4th episode. Honestly, if it had been, the only thing that makes it strange is the fact that he has a bunch of forms and there's a bunch of riders. So for like, because it's normal to an extent that he would have variants like this because they could just slap in any book.
Yeah, I guess so, but it's just like I feel like at least with a traditional shonen or something, it would take some time before you power up the character. You know, like it's not like the probably like for the most an example most everybody would know. It's like with Naruto. It's not like he just learns nature chakra at the like in like episode 20 of like season 1. You know,
right? But I would say if following that comparison, it's like when he. This is like the first time Naruto summoned more than like 10 clones. This isn't that strong of an improvement.
Oh, so episode 1 basically.
Okay, so it's really not like that strong because I figured like using three additions.
One thing you'll learn about Kamen Rider, everything gets power creep real fast, all right? Everything just gets fucking power creep within episodes, all right?
I mean, yeah, and the thing that you have to realize is that's not his power up, because any of them could slap a bunch of books on. He's just the first one to do it.
Oh, I mean, I figure this is like they did make a mention of like his character being all like, oh, you can use 2. No, you have to. It has to be a while before you use 2 books. Like, oh, I guess I can do it. And then
I mean, the other two have used 2 books already. He was just the first one to try 3, and he's the first one that we've seen because clearly they know that you can put 3 in. This is just the first time he's done it.
All right, fair enough.
So.
It just feels really fast to me, but yeah.
Well,
so we'll go and continue.
You know what? It feels fast, but this is what I was going to say. Okay, this has the best like the best pacing, the best everything out of this entire series so far. Or out of, like... Okay, so the episode is episode 4. I opened the book, therefore. Right? So it opens up with Tassel being like, Tassel. Which, you know,
yes.
I mean, it's like, it's funny though because like, you know, I ended it with Tassel stole the kid, right? And then it immediately opens in this episode with Tassel again being like, the king of parenting lost his son, and I was like, yeah, I bet he did, didn't he? Yeah, Tassel.
It's just him suddenly gloating to the audience that he kidnapped the child.
Yeah, like, oh man, I sure wonder if it. But like,
oh my god.
So Tassel gives like the recap thing, and then the dad. Everybody goes back to the base because they're like, oh man, we couldn't find him. Why didn't it show up? There's some logical fallacies there of like, well, maybe you could keep looking, maybe don't give up.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever. They needed to do it for
also
narrative.
Real quick. The dad really quick to blame everyone but his bad parenting.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh my god. He just really doesn't consider the fact that maybe I shouldn't bring my child on dangerous missions, man. He just is like, no, it's your fault. My child was in danger. It's not my fault. I'm projecting. I'm projecting my anger and grief upon you.
Well, he's also like, he's also angry at them for like offering to help. Which is just like, why? Why are you rejecting help? Why are you upset with them?
I feel like
he's like, you don't know what it's like to be a parent. I'm like, do you? Like, I don't. You're not good at this.
Like the thing is, I feel like if like as a parent, like if you're a single like a parent, like like a single father, like raising a child, you at the very least would have probably mastered the art of like patience, you know, and not just go off on the person right next to you when you're angry, you know.
But this is like my joke from last time is like not good at either. He didn't like the. Like, then we go to the you know, the pop band trio of evil dudes, and they're like, "Ooh, guess your Megiddo got crushed," and he's like, "Yeah, okay, no, it didn't," and it immediately respawns. Double check your work, dude. Like if, like, you know, if some, it's like, so stupid. He's so stupid.
Because like, it feels like this guy should have a lot of combat experience, that he should know that sometimes some enemies should be...
He apparently does. He just doesn't know how to do things good. At all.
He's just like, oh, you know what? I killed the enemy once. Of course he's dead. He's like...
Well, it's like, well, things didn't go back to normal. So maybe you didn't.
Yeah, so I'm like, maybe there's another enemy. Like there were 2 enemies in episode 2.
Like the episode 2, where there was like, oh, there were 2 enemies. Guess I had to kill both. He doesn't check at all.
Yeah, like, he just quickly storms out. He doesn't bother and just starts blaming other people.
He goes, that didn't go right. Why'd you fuck this up? And it's like, what the fuck did we do? We didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's like, as cool as this character can be, it's like, they're really kind of ruining him with this, you know? It's like, what is any of your logic that's going on here, my dude?
Okay,
it's hard being a single bad parent, all right?
Yeah, but so this is what I mean by, like, this is the best episode that they've had. Immediately after that, Toma goes back to the bookstore, and he's like, I swear to fucking God, I've seen something like this before. And he actually uses knowing books to, like, a tactical advantage to look up in his books. Hey, I think I remember something like that in a book I've read before. Let me look it up. And he actually, like, if they do this every episode with, like, new monsters where he has to go in and look up in a book that he read before because he's seen it before from that's actually the smartest use of his character. Like,
yeah, and they use the show's theme to use the full advantage.
It actually instead of just like randomly showing, like, throwing us into a book world at the start of the episode and just being like, well, guess we gotta fight. Like, there's
just like learning, like showing, like you can learn about like so many things. Like, I mean, here it makes sense that like you're like, oh, I'm gonna learn about the enemy, but then it's like a kid could be like, oh, I can learn so many things here. It's like, it's a neat little thing to get a kid.
Look, I don't care about the children. This is
I mean, it's a kid show.
No. This is a show for me, a 27-year-old black man to watch, and imagine a magical belt that could make me transform into a robot man.
Look, it's highly accepted that nobody knows tokusatsu more than Western audience, alright?
Yeah.
They're the number one person that knows the most about a Japanese kid show invented in the 1970s, alright?
Yeah, the 20 to 45-year-old demographic of Western audiences.
Oh God,
makes up the Kamen Rider fandom, all right? No one else.
Okay, then sure. It's not like it has a demographic of like 6 to 12-year-old kids in Japan or something. But all right, go off, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, he learns about the fucking salamander.
Yeah, but no, it's good because they actually use his whole thing of being an author and like owning a bookstore to actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna to learn about the enemy and like learn about.
But they actually took the time to introduce an enemy. They didn't just go, "There's a problem. Guess we need to go to it." No explanation of like there was actual build-up. You know, there was build-up. There was time taken. There was pacing. It was actually very well structured. And then it goes back to like now. Here's the thing that I find funny, right?
Yeah.
So, his long-lost flying carpet friend, is like, put your faith in him. He's a good guy. Trust him. And here, take my book to give to him. 1, you can transform too, you know. Instead of, because this is the thing that I thought that was funny. Because we'll get to it when we talk, like, because we were talking about the form, right?
Yeah.
The 3-piece form, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, people can put other Kamen Riders books in there because there are the books that have like. So I looked at it a little bit closer, and like when they open the secondary book, like you can see like the out of the pages is like a picture of an arm with the weapon on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the books that they use to transform into themselves is a page that shows the Kamen Rider on it.
I think that's the middle pages.
So when he gives him the Needle Hedgehog book, he is giving him his book that he needs to use to transform. Just give him another book.
I don't know, man.
Or transform and help. Like,
I mean, that's actually very true. He could have offered his help to be like, "Hey, I'll help you search your kid your kid."
He goes, "Hey, trust Toma. Give him this to help out." It's like, and it's just like, okay, sure. Not. I mean, you want to come too? No. Fuck that. I don't like lizards.
God, he's just like, I don't feel like searching, man. I'm just gonna hang out here in the North Pole for a bit. You go up and give him my book, man. It's all good. Yeah, but it's just I don't know, man. I mean, I guess we're not ready to see him yet until we have the dramatic ending.
We did.
I mean, not yet though. We have to wait until the very end, when we have him facing off against the big bad.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Hey, speaking of the big bad, hey, this new villain guy, I hope he stays.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing is, so they take that time to address the monster, right? And then Caliber just like summons or frees a former like legendary Megiddo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Why doesn't he just have those fight for him? Why is he letting these three fucks keep summoning shit like Megiddo? This one's amazing. Like,
I mean, yeah, but to be fair, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a reason that will be expanded upon later.
I mean, look, but I'm just. It's one of those things where I'm like, who are these three? Who genuinely are these three? What are they to Caliber, even? Because he clearly can summon his own help if he wants it. But But which is, it seems better than the help that they could summon. So why are they there? Why does he need them?
Oh, that's actually very true.
The only thing that I can think of is either they transform into Megiddo on that level, or they're like Kamen Rider like squires to his knight or swordsman or whatever. Like, are they understudies? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming we'll find out.
Yeah, we haven't explored enough with these characters. We just know they exist. That's the thing, right?
Yeah. But
and they have a magic writing book.
Yeah.
Yeah, which still kind of creeps me out, but
Yeah. And I'll tell you that the practical effect of that hand thing is pretty cool. I really dig that spooky writing hand thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the detail of it. Like they actually did, like for the CG, whenever you see it actively writing it, they actually kept it really close to make sure that it looks like it's actually writing it instead of it like having it right and then having it appear like 2 seconds later. So I mean, at least they do give a good amount of good attention to detail in the show for what I've seen so far.
But so Caliber summons Disaster, which is another one of those like, wow, that's a. I wonder what that name's supposed to invoke. It's like, yeah, it's Disaster. Like, okay, what a surprise. But then, I also, like... Oh, Jesus. I just got an update. Windows wanted to update, and I didn't... Anyway. Okay, back to what I was saying. No, so Disaster shows up, but I also, again, talking about how good this episode actually was, May realizes that she had...
like one of the white books,
one of the blank books too, and she goes, "Oh, I know how to help," and she like takes it and uses it to let herself get transported, so that she finds exactly where the kid is. Mind you, she probably could have told them that she was going to do that beforehand. That would have been a good idea, but still. Like,
yeah, because the thing is, it's very convenient the timing that she goes into the book world, and it's like they could have just not been there at the time when she
it could have been hours before they found. They could have been looking the wrong direction when she fired off the fireworks. She could have died easily.
Oh my god! Like she really didn't wait or like communicate with them because she's just lucky. This is honestly just pure luck that she was able to get them to come over like real quick.
I feel like she's still alive at this point, Willie. We've seen that she does not consider anything when she does anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember in episode 2 when she literally just fucking ran with them into the fucking death world? To the magic book where it's like, hey yo, what are you guys doing? Let fucking hold on, what's this? Let my wants to hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just wants to hang out and potentially die.
Sugoi Donkey, right? She just wants to Sugoi Donkey this entire show.
Oh my god, dude. But
yeah, and then while she's doing that though, Disaster shows up. So this is what I mean by like the 3 books is not his his super form. Disaster shows up with another red book, and that is where I'm like, that is probably going to be part of how he gets to his like super form, is like getting three of a kind.
Oh, 3 red books.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we clearly established that every writer has their own book color, and they get better when they use their particular colors. They were like, oh, why are you using that blue book? I should be using that blue book, right?
Yeah. Okay, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. But then like so here's also the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is what's funny about it, right? Is so he was given Buster was given the Needle Hedgehog, and Saber had Jack and the Beanstalk, and Blades had Peter Fantasista. He already had the capability to go 3 book before. He could have gone 3 book with the 3 books that they have. Blades could have gone 3 book with the 3 books that he had, with the 3 books that they have.
Yeah, he
but
really
instead,
could have.
He when Saber's about to like fight off Disaster, also again another notch in the bad dad department. Buster just goes, no, I'll fight him. What was that about your son? About that your son was missing? I thought you really didn't you just give us a whole like speech and like anger over your son being missing, and now you're just going, you guys go get him. I don't need to worry about it.
Hey, man, it's character development, man. He's starting to trust people again.
Is it character development or character like destruction? Character underdevelopment.
Look. Maybe the plot with Buster, maybe at some point he learns to be a good dad. All right?
Is that his arc? Is that his character arc? Oh my god! Buster learns to not he retires to take care of his son. Oh my god! What a fucking surprise!
No, I mean actually, to be honest with you, with the way he's like trusting other people with his son, maybe he's gonna find another person to be a better father for his kid. Maybe that's what's gonna happen.
As I said, hire a babysitter. Fix your marriage. Do what you have to do. Just take that kid out of this fucking fight. Like,
yeah, pretty much. Because this kid is gonna die at some point, man, if he doesn't take care of that shit.
But anyway, so Buster's like, okay, I'll take care of it. Here, I'll take that Jack and the Beanstalk one that you have. I'll trade you this Needle Hedgehog. Which, I mean, okay, I don't really know what you accomplished by doing that, but sure, it was important because the plot says so, right? Yeah. But it also lets us see what Buster's combined form is, which is interesting because it's way more subtle than the other two.
It actually mixes in well, and it doesn't stand out,
Well, so here's the and this is the thing that I was thinking about when Buster first transformed. When he transforms, his book says like Buster Remastered or whatever. Or Genbu Shinwa Remastered. And then when he uses Jack and the Beanstalk, it also says, like, Jack and the Beanstalk Remastered. So I think his sword is a special kind of, like, Kamen Rider transformation. Like, he has the Master Class, like, transformation, and they're still using, like...
Oh, so they're using, like, their... they're using
version
their base
1.1,
So they're, like, using their base forms before they level up or something like that, right?
Yeah, basically. But yeah, so then the other two run off. May fires off fireworks in...
By the way, doesn't die from smoke inhalation, apparently.
Doesn't die from fireworks in her, or sulfur or fire.
Yeah. Like, I'm very surprised that the firework got through the bubble at all, to be honest with you.
Yeah, like what happened if it didn't go through the bubble, right?
Yeah.
She would have just burned. She would have died, right?
Excuse me, I'm sneezing a lot today.
I mean, it would have been funny if she had, like... I mean, this isn't that show, but, like...
Okay.
If she had pulled out a gun... and just or like a knife and just tried to stab at the bubble and it's like, oh shit, well I've really fucked myself now.
Yeah. Also, like, why doesn't I'm like, okay, tell me if I'm wrong here, but damn it, fuck. Goodness, I'm sorry about that.
William sneezing.
Them fall allergies.
Oh.
Yeah, but like, do you think, does a firework explode on impact? You think that would happen?
Oh.
Because
no, because it's a wick, right? I think.
How do firework works?
I don't know, because it's like the thing with gunpowder at all. It's like when you get the fire into like the thing is, the reason it blows is because it's kind of under, like, it's kind of packed tightly and it's kind of like under its own kind of pressure, that kind of thing. It's kind of how they deal with like bullets and stuff. So I assume it's under the same type of the same. It does, fireworks does the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I would assume it's going to be something like that, because the heat will build up and then it goes, you know, once it reaches once the
I don't know.
wick
There's
goes
some
out
questionable things about those pods they're in, because I'm rewatching the episode as we're talking about this. I'm just having it playing on the side.
Yeah, same here. But
after they find them, Retro's lion can breathe water. It just shows up and uses hydro pump, and apparently it's super effective.
Yeah. I'm surprised it didn't hurt any of them at all, but you know.
But like, I'm surprised that it also burst all the bubbles. Like, what? Why did that burst all the bubbles?
Why didn't the fireworks burst the bubbles?
That's the
point.
Why
didn't no one try to stab through the bubbles?
Yeah, and why didn't they even try at all?
Yeah, there's a lot that could be like that's when it starts going back to Saber being Saber, where it's like, I have a lot of questions that I know you're not going to answer, and I really wish you would. What? Thanks. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're not unconscious in the bubbles.
Yeah, they're all awake and stuff. They're just kind of like just waiting around and sitting there. Like, well, I guess someone has to save us now. It's like, why don't we save ourselves? No, hush, hush. The hero will come. Don't worry about it, or something like that.
No, I'm pretty sure that kid was like, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die here. This is the 37th time my father's letting me get captured, and this is it, man. I've been like.
He's just ready to accept
he just looks at me and he's like, you gotta get me out of here, bitch. Like, I'm gonna die. Like,
oh my God.
That's the only thing that he's become adjusted to is the idea.
He just accepts death as an old friend. He's just like, finally,
yes,
my torment will be over.
Yes, I know this kind of situation.
Oh my God.
Also, he still has this thing of like, books really do suck, don't they? This has nothing to do with books. I'm not gonna open up Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling's gonna burst out and tell me like trans rights don't matter. Like, that's not. That's like. There's a reason people like Harry Potter but hate J.K. Rowling. It's not the book's fault. Like.
Oh my God. Oh, no.
He just turned it into a thing about books. It's like, leave the books alone.
Okay, to be fair, I think he knows his father transformed with books, and maybe that's why he hates
but he's still putting one-to-one of like, every time a book shows up, something bad happens. No, every time you're stupid or your dad is bad, bad things happen. That is why your life is bad, not books.
Maybe he just has PTSD from the books, man. Come on.
Once a long time ago, a bunch of books fell down on him. That's where his mom is. That's how his mom died.
By books?
She lies under a pile of books to this day.
She took him to the library. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm creating this whole fucking story. She took him to the library. Bookshelf fell over. Crushed her to death. That's how... He's never trusted a book again. Even though, as I'll still say, he has all this hate for books, still went and picked up a random blank book last time with no hesitation, no, like, sense of caution.
Have you ever seen Conan the Barbarian?
The movie?
Arnold Schwarzenegger? The Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. The Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Well, you know, they made a remake with, I think they did, with Jason Momoa.
Yeah, they did. I didn't watch it yet.
Did they?
But,
hey, we should get to watching that sometime.
I haven't seen... I haven't seen that one either. But yes, anyway, what about Conan?
No, because it's like if you remember the scene where James Earl Jones is basically cuts off the mother's head, it's like I'm having like I for some reason when you're talking about the books killing her, I kind of imagine the same scene where the kid is holding his mother's hand, but like on the side you see books slowly fall, and then he's like they just fall on the mother. You don't see her get crushed. And it's like this dramatic moment where he looks through his head, his mother's hand is not there anymore. It's just a fucking book. He's like, that's what he's been haunted ever since, by a fucking book killing his mother.
Yeah. It's exactly like that.
So bad.
He has his own personal vendetta.
Against books.
Yeah.
He's a true big bad evil dude. Like he's gonna become the ultimate final boss by the end of this show because of his hatred for books. God. Oh my god, we went on a fun tangent.
We've had kid Kamen Riders, right? Haven't we?
Wait.
We had actual like children Kamen Riders.
Yeah, no, wait, didn't Hana from Kamen Rider Deno get possessed by one of the stupid spirit in Deno?
But did she transform?
I know there's that new spin-off that's coming out with Dano where Dano becomes a magical girl. I know that one.
I have no idea what that is.
What?
Oh yeah, there's a Deno spin-off coming out where Deno possesses this 10-year-old girl and she becomes
that's right. Yes, because everything in Deno is time travel and it's like his descendant, right?
Yeah,
I'm very confused by everything that you're saying.
So, just quick aside, Kamen Rider Deno. It's a joke about trains because it's just that's all I have to say. It's a joke about trains. In all the names have puns. Okay, that's Japan, right?
Okay, yeah, because I love the wordplay.
Kamen Rider Double is Kamen Rider Double has a W in it, so it's like haha W. Oh, it's a double. Oh, right. Deno is about he's the king of trains, right? That's anyway. The train travels through time. That's also a big part. Very silly, very dumb. Welcome to the fucking Kamen Rider, right?
Okay, all right then.
But like, part of it is, it's the movie. Isn't that the movie that happens in?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. There was a kid Deno. Yeah, Deno did possess this little kid at one point.
Basically, because the whole premise is like they have to travel through time to like fix stuff and fight the enemy of the week. It's, I think in one of the movies or specials or whatever, one of them is a future version of the train coming back with his son coming to help him and also transforming into his own version of Deno. And so it's like, oh shit. So there have been, and I feel like in Wizard there was a kid too. When it got to the end and they just turned into a bunch of generic Kamen Riders.
From my quick Google research, there's only been that Deno and the new upcoming magical girl Deno. I'm afraid there's only been like 2 kids. It's not like there was Sentai, where he just fucking loved Child Soldier. Sentai really big on Child Soldier.
Okay,
Japan also in general really big on child soldiers. That's how Gundam works, and I love that. So.
Oh god, I still have to watch Iron Blooded Orphans. But,
you need to watch Iron Blooded Orphans. It's fucking great. I still love it. I still watch it to this day like a freak. But anyway, okay. So back to the episode.
Yeah.
Back to the episode.
Yeah.
Okay, away from how much Japan loves child endangerment. All right.
Yeah. So anyway, the child runs away into the forest, never to be seen again.
He's free.
Along with a bunch of other adults.
That's right. There's other people.
There are other people. Again, there was a grandma and like and a salaryman and some other people that got abducted. They all just escaped at the same time. Everybody scatters, right? Because the salamander shows up.
Yeah.
Then we get the transformation. We see, again, and this is what's interesting about it. So, when he put in the Needle Hedgehog book, the only reason I can think of that it went in the middle was because he put 2 Kamen Rider books in instead of a Kamen Rider book and like a weapon book. You know, because that's, and also because they were running out of space and they knew they wanted to make 3 transformations happen or 3 forms happen. But so apparently this hedgehog is fucking Sonic the Hedgehog or one of his, bastardized cousins, because he's just like it shoots electricity, which that's not in any way anything ever related to hedgehogs. But lions don't spit water, so whatever.
Nothing. No worry.
Yeah. Everything's subject to some creative license.
Yeah. They have nothing to worry about from the Sonic the Hedgehog fandom. Not at all.
Yeah, not at all. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah. But then they take it down and they just realize, oh man, oh boy, Wrigley Tentacle, oh boy, it keeps every time we kill it, it keeps coming back. Well, maybe we should do something more, significant. And
what, more significant than blowing it up?
Yeah, maybe clearly it didn't work the first time. I don't know why they thought it would work the second time. They know its ability is regeneration. So
yeah, they do. But whatever. Try again.
Yeah, and but then he chooses to use the 3-book combination, and it's cool. I would say that Buster's fight with Disaster was way more important and cool, because we see that a Megiddo doesn't have to die, and it's the first not anti-hero, but it's the first tough villain to actually show up that isn't just a disposable one-off character.
Oh, it's usually just one-off characters for the most part?
No, I mean, until it gets to, you've said it before, the 4 generals sort of characters. This is the first one that's a, sort of captain character, an actual challenge for them to beat.
A recurring villain.
That requires the three forms, I suppose we'll call them, right?
Well, no, but I mean,
he holds up. He holds up against the main heroes. That's basically what this ass is. He can hold his own ground, right? Yeah. He does oh boy, I got defeated. Damn, guess I'm never gonna reappear from series. He reoccurs. He's fucking Goldar from Power Rangers.
Yeah, basically.
That's what he is. He's a Goldar.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not the main villain of the season, as far as we can tell. But he's cool enough to stay around.
Yeah.
He's cool enough. They let him stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they let him stay for a bit until he gets ground pounded by the fairy.
I mean, he's probably going to be the enemy that Saber or somebody is going to need to use their super form to do, to beat. Because even Buster had to use his he used the Jack and the Beanstalk one to fight and get a stalemate and steal the red book back, but. In the end, it's still
did he really steal it back? This was I don't give a fuck.
No, that shit. I just thought it's he swiped it from him when he literally afterwards checks imaginary pockets for oh shit, wait. I just felt this wait a minute. Oh fuck, you stole my wallet.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god. But I did the clever use of the power, though. I will say, because when they were doing the fight, and he as he was getting pushed back, he ended up using the vines to actually slingshot himself forward and use that to actually
Yeah, he's fucking Attack on Titan. He pulled a full he pulled a 3-dimensional maneuver gear and just fucking.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, that was actually really clever, and I actually wish that I do hope that we see more stuff like that, though. That was actually pretty fun to see.
But man, then we get back to the conclusion of the salamander fight where Saber's...
They're still getting their ass kicked, by the way. Yeah, nothing changed.
Yeah, because they keep trying to kill it, and it keeps coming back, and they keep going, I don't know why this isn't working.
And also, they keep forgetting the fact that, as they stated in their last episode fighting it, our attack just fucking bounces off of him.
No, it slicks off. Again, that is full-blown lube all over that thing's body.
We didn't need this to bring it back, man.
I'm just saying, we know what we all know the bounty of Hitomi Tanaka, alright? That's a full-blown lube situation. I know it, you know it, let's not deny what it is.
Oh my god. Okay, sure.
Yeah, then Toma realized, oh hey, let's fuck around with 3 books.
Yeah, so he just snatches it out of Rentero's holster, which that was amazing.
You just do that. You just steal it like that.
Nobody respects Rentero. His entire arc is going to be trying to get self-respect.
Yeah, well, I mean, it only happened at the last episode. But well, not the last episode. I mean to say that it's good that they'll complete his character arc. Was I finally gain respect, and then they'll kill him off.
Yeah. Also, again, Rentaro is the one that's actually like an established member of Logos. He should already know about this stuff. Why didn't he do it?
I mean,
again, anybody could put 3 books in their slots. He did. You're a very bad. Like, Rentaro's just the sidekick to Saber, and it's very funny to me because he's supposed to be the one that's like already an established member, and like,
yeah, he should have the most experience.
This is literally his job. Saber is just some dude that like is a book author and decided, oh, I'll fight some monsters too. Meanwhile, Rentaro's like, well, I'll let you take the lead then.
I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta figure out what I'm too busy trying to eat in Claire's.
Yeah.
Boy, I really wish someone would feed me already.
Yeah.
Like, his entire character is just gonna be him trying to get fed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, that Saber does the finishing attack basically at this
right.
point.
And now we get back to the trauma, right? Where this is, after all the praise I had for it, right? Where I was like, man, this is a good episode. And they're like, 3-volume strike. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then it's like, oh, and then we get some bullshit where May tells the kid about fairy tales, which I was just like, I didn't need that. I don't need you to, don't talk to, like, I'm surprised that kid didn't look at her and be like, don't talk down to me, bitch. Like, just, he's like, I don't know if you know this, but, I'm like 10 years old, and I've almost been murdered twice in my in the last 24 hours. I'm way past fairy tales.
Like, he just dead stares at her. He's like, I've seen more than you know, woman.
Yeah. I don't have time for these childish tales. But so
I 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, just dead.
God.
Oh, they have it listed. Oh my god. Okay, what? That's a real person. Okay.
Well, what do you mean it's a real person?
No, the fairy. It's a real person. They have a listed credit.
It would be, right?
Yeah. No, I just didn't. I was like, because when I saw her, I was like, that has to be a Japanese pro wrestler, right? Yep, it is Reika Saiki, who is a Japanese wrestler, bodybuilder, singer, and idol, because everybody has to do that in Japan if you want to be important.
Yeah, they can do a whole lot of shit, dude. This is like, they can't just do the one thing and be good at the one thing. They have to be good at everything.
No, you gotta sing and dance.
I told that to William. You gotta do a lot of stuff.
Even if you have biceps that could crush a man's, like, neck, you have to fucking... You have to be able to sing and dance, or else you're fucking gone.
What? Hold on, I'm just reading. It's like, outside of professional wrestling, Saiki is a member of the kawaii metal group Deadlift Lolita with fellow wrestler Ladybeard. And look at Ladybeard.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I'm on her. Are we all just on her Wikipedia page right now?
Oh, I didn't even look at the Wikipedia page. I was just looking at the.
Oh, I'm looking at the Wikipedia page. It is a joy to see. Although, man, is wrestling really popular over there or something?
Yeah, Japan has its own weird... Oh, shit! Yeah, I know. Hey. I've seen this dude. Oh, I have seen Deadlift Lolita. Or at least the Ladybeard dude. I've Oh, God, where would... I swear they were doing, like, either I think they did something that either for, like, Crunchyroll or something. I could have sworn I'd seen them do something. But anyway... Yeah,
wrestling big. Wrestling has a big Kamen Rider history, too. One of the most famous Japanese wrestlers was like, hey, yo, get me on this Kamen Rider shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Hitoshi,
well, it says in her, if you look at her profile in the Kamen Rider wiki, it says that she's the 3rd pro wrestler to appear in the Kamen Rider franchise.
Yeah. Well, what's this guy's name? Hiroshi. Here we go. Yeah, here. That's the guy. He's a big Japanese pro wrestler, and he was like, "Hey, yo," like before he appeared, he spent years just fucking going on stage like, "Hey, yo," in Kamen Rider's spiral outfit, just so he could get on Kamen Rider. And then then at some point they're like, I guess we gotta put him on Kamen Rider now, and so they finally put him in Kamen Rider. He literally spent years being a fanboy of Kamen Rider, right? He didn't he wasn't paid to do this shit, right? He wasn't like, hey yo, I'm sponsored by Toei to promote Kamen Rider. No, he just straight up appeared in Kamen Rider shit. Like, hey, yo, I'm a big fan of Kamen Rider. Get me on this Kamen Rider shit. He was like, I'm using professional wrestling as a platform to get into Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Damn. I will say that is such a power play, dude. That is a real power play right there.
I mean, pro wrestling has its own like different culture, like subculture in Japan. Like, it's one of those things where, again, continuing the bit, as the foremost expert on all things Japanese and the entire country, and being its former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe,
okay,
like, yeah, it's one of those like things that you can be an otaku for, just like anime, or like being one of those like military like.
Those military gun nuts,
or like,
yet?
You know, it's just there's people that really get into it, so it has its own like popularity and like fans and everything. And I guess apparently idol culture, because everything in fucking Japan has to have that.
Oh yeah, fucking yeah, those idol, big expert on those idol culture.
Yeah,
right?
But yeah, so they decide to indoctrinate children early.
Hey, did I ever tell you real quick? I want to go quick. Did I ever tell you that was the last movie I saw before we went to a pandemic?
I know. I thought about that, and I said I want you to. I still need to hear your fucking stories about Love Live.
Oh yeah, the last movie experience I had before this whole fucking pandemic was I went to see the Love Live live concert anniversary movie thing.
I almost went with you. I almost went with you, but I was like,
I was like, I offered to go for you to go with me, and I really wish you went with me, because boy, that was a whole fucking experience. I went.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of idol shit, right? I love me the Idol Master, those AKB48, right? The Love Lives, right? Yeah. Boy, did I never felt out of place at an experience than I did when I went to that Love Live movie concert.
Oh my god!
I was out of my element. I was like, yeah, I'm a casual idol fan. I enjoy this. Boy, was I fucking out of place in that shit.
Yeah, that shit is not for casuals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
Austin, I'm gonna ask you this, okay? When this pandemic is over and we get a vaccine and we can go to the movie theaters, and if there's an event that's similar to Love Live, okay, invite me.
There's nothing quite like.
Invite me. I want to experience the subcultural oddities with you. Okay,
you can feel. Well, I'm a fan, and I was out of place. You will be on another fucking planet, all right? That's how bad it was when I went. Real quick, as we're on this tangent, real quick, right? I came in there to watch the live. Everyone brought those stupid fucking glow sticks except me. Apparently there was a memo that went out at some point that tells you, hey, bring a fucking glow stick so you can sing along with the cast as they do their song, right? So I thought I was the only guy. I looked around, every single fucking person except me had a fucking glow stick. I literally thought, were they supposed to give me glow stick? But then no, I realized these people actually brought their own, right? I looked around the theater when I went, right? The fucking 6-year-old, 10-year-old girl that was sitting in the front row I was like, what the fuck is this? How come I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't know if I told you about this. There was only a 10-year-old girl or something in the front seat audience, and she had the fucking stupid glow stick that changes color so you can use it to represent what your favorite idol goes. I was like, what the fuck is this, right?
Oh, wow.
I was literally so out of place. Like, there was a businessman. There was a guy dressed in a full business dress. Oh, okay. He's just here. He's just fucking casual. He brought out the fucking goddamn glow stick. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the? How am I fucking out of place right now?
Oh god!
I was like, what do you think? I was so fucking lost.
What do you think that guy does for work? What you think he's like? He
was wearing a business suit. So I assume he was.
But I'm just saying, do you think he's like a congressional aide? Like he came to, he worked a hard day on Capitol Hill. It was like, oh boy, oh man, it's been a tough week. We've had a lot of bills that we got to get passed. There's a lot of bullshit happening. President's a fucking idiot. And then he was like, all right.
Bill talking about the coronavirus. Don't give a fuck about that shit. Do that in the trash.
And he's like, I gotta drive all the way down 16th Street to Colesville Avenue and fucking watch the Love Live movie. Like,
that's the only time he winds down where he can let himself go and relax and de-stress. And he's just like, I imagine him as a serious.
And then when he got there, you're like, oh boy, can't forget my fucking stupid glow stick. Can't forget this. Gonna need this. Boy, I would feel so out of place if I didn't bring my glow stick with me to this fucking idol
That means
movie.
that he had to go. If he still was in his suit, that means he had to go to work with his glow sticks in his suitcase or whatever. So he had to. It's like.
You think he bought glow sticks for everyone else except for you?
No.
I just like he has I imagine because he has a business suit, he has a case too, and maybe he was just handing out glow sticks to everyone else except for you. He sees you as like you're not a true Love Live fan. You're only a casual.
I was so fucking mad how I was the only. Wait, how is it so bad I got it? At some point, I thought about walking out of the theater during the intermission to download a fucking app that could change color with your phone. Just so I didn't feel out of place, like because this thing was like a 3-hour long event, right? Because they were doing all the fucking
3 hours. What?
Yeah, because hey, wait,
that was the reason why I didn't go because I was like, wait, it's 3 hours at like.
What?
At what time? I'm like, no, I'm not. I like a good joke, but I'm not going to spend 3 hours on the same joke.
There's 3 generations of Love Live, apparently. For the longest, I thought there was only 2 generations. That shows how big of a Love Live fan I am. There's 3 generations now of Love Live. I was like, what? 3 generations? Yeah. I legitimately thought at a point to just go download a stupid glow stick app on my phone, just so I don't feel like a fucking. Then I realized, hold on. Then I'll be a bigger fucking idiot if I were to do that. So I just fucking took that shit. I just took my no fucking glow stick as everyone around me fucking had their glow stick dancing to their Love Live song.
God, that's so fucking amazing, dude. Holy shit.
I have video footage of that shit, dude.
What a tangent that we went off of. Just like, I don't even know how we got there.
The kid. So
because of the idol wrestler fairy that burst out of a weapon.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just move past that. Anyway, they defeat the guy, I guess. They're like,
no, the wrestling fairy defeats him. She fucking armbars him and takes him down with the people's elbow. She straight up rocks him.
I swear, like, you know, when watching this scene, and the kid was like, I think books are amazing now. I think there has been an awakening for this child.
No, there hasn't. Again, this has nothing to do with books. That was a wrestler. He likes wrestling now.
No, it's not a book. It's not a... Okay, well, I was going to go into a different direction. You're bringing it to a more wholesome direction than I was going for. But let's keep it there.
That awakening. You were talking about it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Well, here's one thing for sure. His dad is sure as hell not giving him the talk. Like
he's just gonna let some stranger.
It's just one other way in which Buster can fail as a parent.
Fucking God, man, it's just Anyway, I'm trying not to go off on a tangent.
No. But I just think it's funny also that May and the kids stay. Again, there were other people. Where did they go?
I hope they went back. It would be really bad if they didn't return back to the real world.
Yeah, because apparently when you get taken in by one of the white books, you come back out at the place you were lost. And, you know, luckily, I don't... Okay, again, this is one of those things of, like, I know this is, like, a silly question to, like, hold on to, and I know they're never going to answer it, but May falls out of her book. Like, she comes down through her portal. Everybody else's portals seem to open up on the ground.
So you're thinking she, like, threw the book up and
I guess she threw the book up and then Superman threw? Like, how did she get there? How did that happen to her? How is she the one that, like, had an upside down book? Because when she comes out, she just drops like an egg. Like,
yeah, it's very odd because it's like she has to have jumped up because everyone else was standing and then they just kind of fall into the book. Or, like, the book takes them in. But for her to have the book up, it implies that she probably just held the book up, then jumped into the book.
Yeah.
And then transported into the other world.
Yeah.
And then somehow because of that, then there's also the question, why was she falling into the magical world? There's also that, you know? Because I don't think it happened with everybody else.
She must have jumped. Well, no. When she fell in, I assume that's what happened when any of them, like
transports or something.
Yeah. But
it's like the thing is, there's also the thing where like the kid, you know, he was transported with the bench, and the bench is on the ground.
That's a very good point. Good point, William. Yes, points to you. The bench was way the fuck over there, right when they fought the salamander. Yeah. But the kid was in the little sack. was in the water sack.
Yeah, he's far away, and then she somehow happens to land in the place where like everybody else is captured. Like I know it's for plot convenience to have it so that the heroes can find the people, but how? Wait, like is this implying that like they were that the people were captured in a magical realm that was over the bookstore?
Good point, William. I almost wanted to give this episode like a good review. You're right. There's too many inconsistencies. Saber continues to disappoint. You're right. I'm gonna crack open this bench gate. You know, you trust me. I'm gonna get to investigating.
God, oh no.
And then Caliber shows up.
Then Caliber shows up. Yeah. After defeating the bench.
After defeating the bench.
After coordinating with his strongest ally, the bench. The bench is the final enemy. He shows up after they've worn themselves out, which is, I mean, technically that's smart, but like, but he shows up and he's like, hey, now that you guys are all tuckered out, let me tuck you into the sweet scent of death, just shows up, like, stunting on them, and he's, again, everybody wants the flame sword for some reason. I don't really know why.
How did they establish how... So here's the thing. So we know that everything's based off swords and shit. Like they haven't established if there's like a legendary sword or like some super rare sword, right? Because everyone has a fucking sword, right?
Well,
everyone should be satisfied with their sword, right? Like if I had a magic transformation, I'd be pretty satisfied. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna be like, hey, yo, I want your sword, right? I'm not gonna complain, right? But like they haven't established any about what makes the fucking Reika, is that the legendary sword of fire?
Yeah.
Reika.
It's like flames of Reika, you know.
Like they haven't said what's so special about it. They haven't said like, oh, this is the legendary sword, or this is like the leader sword or some shit. It's not like, it's just like as far as we're concerned, Rekka is just like a regular ass, just the same sword as everyone else, right?
I mean, it's literally so because I was looking back. I just went back to look at Buster. Like, so Buster, since he transforms with his sword, I was like, where's his belt? So the belt shows up after he transforms. It just forms around him. But for Saber, his sword is his belt. He has to put the sword to his waist, and then once he transforms, he can unsheath the sword from the belt. But that's the same thing as blades. So why? Why do you care about Rekka? Like, why does everybody need the flame sword? Like,
I mean, you know,
I hope there's something that actually gets explained. I hope they explain what makes this sword so fucking special.
Because then because we're looking at Caliber, right? Caliber is, I think, in the same like class as Buster, because he also has just like a big sword that isn't, you know, attached to his belt, and he has like a belt of, like, I'm looking at the belt right now. It has like a single slot. It looks like, so like he has an entirely different like transformation technique too. So everybody's just doing their own shit, like.
Yeah, well, you know, I have no idea the rules, but I'm assuming it's something that we'll figure out, or maybe it's just kind of bullshit all along, but you know.
Yeah, but anyway, so Caliber shows up because he's like, haha, I'm gonna take that shit now, and then they try to fight him, which that was never gonna go well. I don't know why they thought that would work, and then we get Espada showing up, they don't introduce him, but thank you, Wiki. Like, the Wiki told me. And it also says uncover the dark side or whatever for his attack. I swear to God, if he's fucking Kento's dad and is some fucking Luke and Vader shit, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Like, there's a like 80% chance that Caliber is Espada's dad. And it's going to be like... It's going to be like, come join the dark side. Like,
God. Yeah.
But it's funny to me because, like... I don't know, man. Caliber is either, like, his dad or, like, his former teacher something like.
Yeah, there's some relationship somewhere.
Yeah, he must have been like a traitor to them, to Logos or whatever.
I think it was. They said that so in episode 3, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And then because they say, oh yeah, he was one of them. He was the reason why this whole thing with the Wonder Ride books happened.
Yeah, but again, apparently, because so I guess he takes back the Needle Hedgehog book so that he can transform. Also, doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because how did he get it in the first place?
Yeah, when would he have gotten it? Never, not even possible. Of course not. It's fucking Kamen Rider Saber. It's full of disaster and disappointment. But so apparently the Needle Hedgehog book again, Sonic fandom. He's just electric powered. I don't understand that.
I don't know, man.
I don't know what it is with the world and Japan and giving hedgehogs all these crazy powers. I don't know if they've ever met a hedgehog. The only hedgehog I knew was a friend of mine had a hedgehog, and her hedgehog died when she moved.
Holy.
So they're not that strong, and they definitely can't control electricity. They're not that fast, and they damn sure can't fucking shoot electricity out of their quills.
Okay, so yeah, the episode ends there. Are we gonna really end it on a hedgehog dying when your friend moves?
Yeah.
I mean,
wait, you need a way for these episodes to end, all right? Just so we can cut into the upbeat pop music dance, all right?
Oh no! How do we want to talk about the music ending or the episode ending? It's tassel. It's always tassel. It always ends on it. Just like all things in the world, it starts and ends with tassel. It is the alpha and the omega.
Yeah, I don't. Because he's looking out the window, and it looks like he's narrating the events as it happens.
It looks like he saw Caliber show up out his window. He's like, "Whoa, shit! oh God, they're here! Oh my God! Oh, holy shit! Oh, this shit's real!"
I mean. I was going because
he's like Tassel at some point.
Tassel is 100% oh shit, guys, call the police, please!
Oh my God!
They're really here.
I was going along with the fact that you were saying Tassel was the alpha and the omega, and I was assuming that he was going to be this omnipotent being. But then I think I like your take better than the fact that he just doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
God.
He's just some dude watching, it's like when you watch, a domestic dispute happening, from your neighbors. You're the husband's getting his clothes thrown out the door, and, she's yelling at him, he's yelling at her, there's, a third dude, running out naked, all sorts of stuff. And you're just sitting there on your porch, sipping a beer, and then all of a sudden the dude looks at you, and you're like, oh shit, no, oh God,
Oh my God!
That's what that's what Caliber showing up at the end in the book world was. He was like, "Oh shit, fuck!" He's like, "Shh, don't let him know I was here."
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
No, Tassel's gonna turn out to be a Kamen Rider at the end.
God, imagine his suit, man.
It's going to be God. There's so many inappropriate ways I could say that.
I mean, go with one. Choose one.
It's just gonna look like a Village People outfit. He's gonna do the YMCA with it,
Oh my God! Oh no!
Oh, Tariq, look, if Kamen Rider Guide has taught me anything, right? Fanboy characters, always works out well, all right.
And if Kamen Rider Wizard has taught me anything, they need to go back to the kitchen and make me donuts where they belong.
Okay, you know what? We'll save that for next time because God, we've talked a bit actually.
Yeah.
Oh my God! But yeah,
no, there was a lot to dissect this episode. Okay.
Yeah, because it was actually good.
until the bench until
it went back to normal. Kamen Rider Saber episode 4. It gets good, then it goes back to normal.
Austin, just real quick, make sure to note down to remind me to ask about this donut thing you're talking about in Wizard.
Oh boy,
okay?
We're going down Donut Gate? Okay.
No, not now, because I don't got the time for it right now. To be honest with you.
Here, I'll put a note in the comment, or just in the messages.
All right, that's fair enough. But I think we're all done here, right? Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, now this was a fun week. There you go. All right, all right. I can't wait to join next week. I can't wait to see what happens next week. I hope we actually learn about what Espada does already. I'm really annoyed. We're 4 episodes in. They keep promoting him as this tertiary writer, and he still hasn't done much except be like, "Hey, yo, I exist."
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm looking at the preview for the next episode, Austin, just for your own little fun. Toma's outfit's gonna change again.
Yeah, I know. I don't like this. I wish they fucking choose one already. It's really fucking annoying.
He's a nice guy. He has to change his fedora every fucking 5 days.
God, it's really annoying why he keeps changing outfits. Like, here's the thing, I've been saying this, they don't change outfit that much. You pick one character outfit for the character, and he runs with that shit throughout the entire season. Right? Like, I don't really remember. When was the last time where we had a copyright that really changed, or a cast rating literally...
I mean, it depends. Like
that is drastic, because I know in Kamen Rider Double, they had a Philip change his stupid, his weird fucking hoodie shit every other episode.
But I mean, like...
Right? But, like, that's not a drastic change. That's just like a minor character.
Even in Gaim, what's-his-face, the main guy didn't... Like, Baron stayed the same, but Gaim, like, wasn't wearing his stupid blue sweatshirt all the time.
Yeah, but he had, like, 2 outfits, and that was it.
It's usually a more limited wardrobe than this.
Yeah, but for some reason they decided with Toma, like, hey, yo, new outfit every episode, and we call it a day. Yeah. Right? I was like, oh, where are they getting the money for this for this outfit change? How are they getting all these fucking brands to be with them? How are they getting these outfits? That's my question.
I mean, they need.
He's a book writer. They don't make a lot of money. All right, from what I can tell. Okay, it takes book writing. Being an author, that takes a while for you to make money, okay?
Oh, in terms of that, well, I don't know, man. Maybe he just rents out libraries or something.
He should not be able to afford this many outfits. It's amazing he could barely afford shop, right? But to also afford a new outfit every week,
it's all of that. Right? Don't let anyone tell you that print is a dead media. It's all of that rich book money.
yeah, he's definitely making from printed money.
Oh my god! Yeah. All right.
All right, that's it. All right, that's it. That's how we're ending this episode. This was a long episode. All right. To be fair, we went off on quite a bit of tangents on stuff.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. All right, coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands. Okay, thanks. Bye.